few industries have had to weather the storm of the pandemic, like the hospitality industry. But now it very much feels like the spring is definitely back in Dubai step, particularly with Expo 2020 upon us. So I'm delighted on our AB Talks today to be joined by Monther Darwish, the Managing Director of the Palazzo Versace Dubai and founder of Palazzo Hospitality, to unpack what's happening in the hospitality industry. Monther, welcome to AB Talks. You must be a very busy man right now.
Thank you very much. Yeah, not only me, a lot of people in the same industry, they're super busy actually.
Well, we only have to drive around the streets of Dubai just to see how busy this city is. Is that being reflected in terms of room occupancy and footfall here in the hotel?
Well, the aggregate data of the numbers of the visitors in the country, it reflects well in the occupancy of the hotels all over Dubai. And most of the people do want to travel to a destination which is more secure and less number of cases of COVID, which is Dubai has less than 100 cases per day.
No. It's an incredible job by the authorities here keeping the coronavirus down.
Actually, we have to give a big credit for the leaders of this country, how they handle the COVID situation and how they lift restriction step by step to get more secure and more business, which is, I believe, if there is a healthy environment, there's a healthy economy.
Yeah, absolutely. If we look at it, I mean, again, give me a sense of how busy we are, because do you think Dubai's got its kind of pre-pandemic mojo back? Are these 2019 levels, or is this 2019 plus?
She has her charm back, of course, actually. To talk about the numbers of leads, what we got from businesses and groups and occupancies all over the restaurants, it's super busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dubai, it's back. And as a hotel owner point of view, everything is back to normal, and we see numbers better than 2019. We grow more than 33% almost from 2019 in our percentage of occupancy, and our ADR above 20% grow.
That's incredible numbers.
It is. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, well, good problems to have. So you're basically, as a hotel operation then, 7 days a week, you're seeing strong occupancy all the way through. How long has that been the case for?
It started since the last quarter of 2020.
2020?
Okay. Yes, okay, because we are one of the rare hotels in that time where our occupancy didn't come below 90%. And it was actually unusual for us in 2020 that we are super busy in August.
Yeah.
But from August till February, mid-February 2021, our occupancy averaged between 68 to 80% the entire month, which is super happy to hear that and to see it, and it's also super crazy.
Was there anything that you changed during the pandemic? You know, either an adoption of technology or a working practice that kind of came out of trying to work with the pandemic and the restrictions and making sure that your guests were safe, that actually now you think's actually made the industry better, your operations here within the Versace Hotel better?
When we're gonna talk about hospitality industry, we cannot be social distance from our client, but we implement our technology, the latest technology of the keyless entry, and all the menus have been changed to QR codes. Even the billing, it was online. It helps a lot. At the same time, the people will have to see what we are doing, and we were very transparent with our clients to show them the sanitization program all over the industry, from the lobby till the room, spas, all the other facilities in the hotel. They saw exactly what we are doing to enhance the business, not in terms of only sanitization programs. No, it's about also creating a new opportunities for the people, okay, to get better prices during the pandemic.
Yeah. So we were talking before we started the cameras rolling about, I mean, you just said there that, you know, it's difficult to social distance in the hospitality industry because it's such a human experience. Do you feel that, you know, I mean, the Versace Hotel, you've always been like an iconic location for people to come to, but do you get a sense from the guests that they missed travel and tourism so much during the pandemic that almost they took it for granted before the pandemic, and now there's a real enjoyment in it when the guests come to stay with you?
Yes, it's a real enjoyment, and they love the experience. Especially, we enhance our hospitality services let's say more than 100%. We are totally changed than before the pandemic. Totally changed. In terms of services, the number of staff, actually, you can see that in our rating. Okay, most of the people, they're rating at 4 stars and 5 stars because of what they are seeing from the services. And that the people love that we have the technology implemented, and at the same time, we are there to assist them without bothering them.
It's been interesting because at Arabian Business, we've been writing about some of the headlines coming out from Versace Hotel, because you've been innovating in the space as well. Like, I mean, tell us a little bit more about sort of buy now, pay later, which is one of the first hotels in Dubai to kind of implement that as a sales strategy.
Yeah. See, first of all, we didn't run our hotel as pure hospitality. We were thinking out of the box in the hospitality industry, okay, and attracting more and innovating more facilities and ideas into the industry. It makes more better for us. Such, for example, the buy now, pay later, we made it to attract the younger people, okay, to have the luxury and the luxurious experience, okay, with the easy purchaser.
So this has been an opportunity to engage with almost a new audience.
Exactly, and this is what we see it. Okay, we have different ages now. Before, the people, it's a mindset that if you want to go for a luxury hotel, you have to be above 45 and 55 years old. Now you can see a very young people. Actually, yeah, I'm dyeing my beard. It's okay.
You're looking younger than me. That's well, most people do. Someone was telling me as well, which I found really interesting, because obviously there's been this, during the pandemic, there's been these short destinations that are like 4 hours away, 5 hours away, that people have wanted to have a bit of a change. You've got kind of like a twin operation going with or a partnership going in the Maldives. Is that correct?
That's true, because actually we need to act how is the destinations changed. Maldives, it was one of the best destinations during the COVID time. Yeah. So we react for this business and we tie up with one of the best properties over there in Maldives, and we made the market and the customers their life much easier, that they are experiencing one of the most two beautiful properties in one booking, which is work well for them.
Yeah. I was going to ask as well,
and we are also sorry for this.
No, dude,
and we are also tying up with Mauritius and more. We are also discovering more opportunities all over the world.
So it's another opportunity or another kind of change in innovation that's came out of the pandemic that's gone, right, okay, well, actually that worked really well. Let's do that with other destinations.
This is what exactly we're planning to do. And we are working on it, especially with our marketing strategies. We are doing a big, you can say, phenomena in this industry, starting from social media and celebrities endorsement to more than this beyond, and still more to see.
That's exciting. Oh, well, I was going to ask you, no, I'm going to leave that question for later. One of the things I wanted to ask, because obviously, particularly right now, so Dubai has long been a very competitive marketplace. There's lots of hospitality players here. What's the secret sauce at the Palazzo Versace Dubai? How do you differentiate yourself in a market that's busy and ambitious like Dubai?
First of all, you talk about Palazzo Versace Dubai itself, as we are a standalone solo hotel. It gives you a huge opportunities to think out of the box and to bring any crazy idea to the industry without restrictions. Yeah. Okay, this is what we are.
You haven't got really the global chain to go through.
That's what we are really doing.
Yeah.
And actually, what you saw, guys, in the market, it doesn't present 50% of our plans.
Yeah.
Still, there is a lot to go.
So you're kind of almost bringing startup, agile thinking to it, because you're not encumbered by that massive chain across the world.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
So it will give you a freedom of taking decisions.
Yeah. Where are your customers coming from right now? I mean, and has that demographic changed over the last 18 months? Or have the loyal customers that were always coming continued coming, or have you brought in new markets and new territories?
Well, for us as Palazzo Versace, the biggest market it was before the pandemic was China.
Yeah.
And now the mapping is changed totally. We position our property to be number one for the residents of UAE.
Yeah.
So now we are number one in UAE. Number two is GCC, along with UK and the CIS market with Russia.
I was going to ask about that as well, because 2020 was definitely the year of the staycation. Was that something that you felt you had to lean into to capture, the imagination of residents here who may only be living 10, 15, 20 minutes away from the actual hotel?
This is what we do. When we plan our e-commerce, the first promotion we got, which is the staycations in Palazzo Versace for 3 days and 7 days, which is the short and the long staycations, and it works really well with a very decent prices. And the people, they love to, because they cannot travel, there's a restriction in traveling, so they love to discover more staycation destinations, especially in Dubai and in the North Emirates.
So if you look back over the last 18 months across the hotel, what's made you the most proud?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything what we already did. From lifting the restriction till today, we can say we are doubled than before.
Yeah.
In terms of revenue, occupancy, new customers, a new market, and we are really happy about it.
Because I'm always in awe. I mean, I was particularly during the pandemic. It's such a logistical challenge in tourism, just on any given day, to run a hotel, to make sure you look after that many customers, and then you add in the pandemic. How has your team coped with that? How have the teams responded to that challenge? Because that's an incredible challenge to respond to.
My team, it's one family, and each member on the team is a member of the family. All of us, we are seeking one goal: the customer satisfaction, and to win every opportunity in front of us. We never stop anyone from innovating new ideas, this is what you can see. We have many different ideas in different departments, different sectors, from F&B, from rooms, spas, more experience to come.
Yeah. Who's inspiring you right now when you look across the world then? What inspires you?
The ruler of Dubai, which is inspired all over the world. Yeah. He's an exceptional person. There is nothing called impossible. Yeah. Actually, I believe there is some of my staff and my colleagues in the business and partners, when we are talking about the pandemic and some of the decisions what's planned to be taken, that to shut down the hotel, I said, if we're going to shut down the hotel, it means that the rulers of Dubai, he need to shut down Dubai, which is impossible. So if he is thinking about something impossible, why are we going to do it? So we're going to continue. Take it. Actually, the most inspiring word, he changed the problem to challenges. If there's a challenge, you're going to go over it. Yeah.
Well, we've talked about that before, and I know we talked during the pandemic as well, about that partnership between the private sector and the public sector, because the response has been textbook in a way. If we look at the way that Dubai has bounced back after the pandemic, we were open months and months before the UK or the US. Has that given you a real opportunity and an advantage as well in the tourism industry?
100%, absolutely. The most credit you can give it to the government, especially in the government department, they reduce the taxes and the cost and the fees more than 50%. They waive a lot of fees, which has saved a hell of millions on the industry, and which give us a big opportunity to grow and to stand up and to make more profit, which is not in other countries. You can see that.
Yeah. So looking ahead, 2022, I mean, I think right now on any given week, we kind of we want to get to the end of the week because we're so busy. But when you look at 2022, 2023, 2024 and look ahead, particularly as that agile business that you are, what's exciting you?
Actually, I can see the numbers growing more and our opportunities getting more bigger, especially in this industry. There is no more, there is a competition, but our competitors, it should be the people in our level or much stronger. And when you have a really very stronger competition from a standing alone hotel, I'm not talking about the chain hotels, okay? We are the best and we keep creating.
That's that Dubai ambitious spirit speaking there.
That's true.
Monther Darwish, thank you. It's been a real pleasure talking to you on AB Talks today.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.